Hi, Miss Neeland. So this is Nature Journal number 7, I think.
This is actually Nature Journal number 6. Back to the video.
And so for this one, we have to talk about places that we've experienced in nature that are similar to this one and what we experienced. So I remember a specific time when I was at my aunt and uncle's house during deer hunting season, because me and my dad always go up to, it's like 2.5 hours away, but we always go up there for deer hunting, and it was like 5:30 or 5:45 a.m. and I was walking to my deer stand and I was alone because I was like older or whatever, and I just remember being like so freaking at peace. It was so nice, and the birds were just like buzzing. They were making all sorts of noises, and like it was windless, and so you could just like, you could hear the birds so well. And that reminds me of a time when I came here and it was in the summer and it was like pretty much a windless day, and you could see all the birds on like the other side of the lake over there, and then all the birds in like these trees, and they were just like making a ton of noise, and it was really pretty. And I remember there being like so many lily pads. Obviously that wasn't in the middle of the woods, but yeah, and it was really nice. And there was also another time too. It was during the winter and I was actually here, and I remember walking on this lake and it was iced because like, it was winter and everything, and I remember sitting in the middle of the lake and just like looking up at the sky, and it was so peaceful. And I just think that this dock in general in this area is like really peaceful and nice, and it made me like really soak in the nature, you know? So when I was walking in the woods to the deer stand, I remember that the crunch of the leaves was so nice, and it was like you took a step and it's just like crunch, and it was so nice and crisp. And that was the same thing with the snow. It was the kind of snow where you walk on it and then it just sinks. And I just remember both of those sounds being very comparable and like fresh and crisp sounding, which was really cool. And something else that I remember from walking and sitting in the deer stand were all the trees that were just like, all you could see really were trees and like the leaves on the ground and stuff. And just around here, there's so many trees. There's so much, like, there's so many branches, and it's really nice, and there's so many leaves. And I don't know, it's just, this is a very tree dense part of Plymouth in my opinion, and it just brings me back to like the deer stand and being like up north and stuff and seeing deer too. I remember one time I was coming here with my brother and I was about like 6 or 7, and I saw a deer like going right down there, and it's just like walking, and I was like, oh dang, that's so cool that like I've never seen a deer this close to my house, because my house is just right back there, and deer don't normally venture like this far into the cities, you know? So I thought that was really cool. And now thinking back on that, it reminds me even more of like the deer stand, because deer and hunting, and yeah, you get it. And yeah, see, it's just so peaceful, and all the lights and stuff, the lights that they have, they always string them up around this time every year, and it makes it so pretty. So yes, bye, Miss